Traders in the building, what's good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've discovered me, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for the continued love and support. You already know what time it is, man. It's the time of the week where we do the weekly analysis, and today I'll be doing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100, and I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. And as you can see, I am bullish on this particular market, and to explain why, it's simply because we are currently above a level of sensitivity. We are currently above a support. This previously was a clear and clean resistance over here. Price broke above, came back, gave us a retest, couldn't break below, and then price pushed up, as you can see over there. Very important things to note on this particular time frame, the monthly time frame. Now, if you go to the daily time frame, for those if you would like to see where you would potentially take advantage of this move going to the upside, price did come to this area and rejected from. This was the previous resistance. Obviously, you can see. Let me do like this. If you want to see clearly, this was a previous resistance. Obviously you can see that price broke above, and this was a retest that we got over here, and then price went up. So my anticipation, or rather my expectation, is for price to continue going up at least until this resistance before I can anticipate either a rejection or a continuation. So how can you take advantage of this move going to the upside? Let's go back to our candlesticks. At the most immediate structure to watch out for is this particular high over here, because we are already above this one. So if you can draw this thing from your far left to the right, let's do like this. You can do like this, and what you can look for is for price to break above this particular area of resistance, and then from there, this is where you can potentially enter for those buys targeting those highs. Or another possibility, because price could do anything really, it could just treat this as a resistance as it is, and then just keep on coming down, and then make that support again from this area over here. Maybe that's where you can buy from, and if price then decides to break below this particular support, then there's no point for us to look for buyers. It's a retest, and then we keep selling this market maybe to these lows. That's all I have for this particular market for the week that is coming. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Anything else, comment down in the comment section, ask question or suggestion, and then we'll discuss that in the comment section. Our second instrument of the day, this is gold, the instrument that I specifically trade on the monthly time frame. Let's go ahead and check. I'm bearish on this market, and the reason why, it's clean to see. Obviously, we do have a resisting trend line over there, first touch, second touch, third touch, and a fourth touch. Another reason to notice that we do have a significant zone over there that I drew. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is a zone over there. I'm pretty sure you can see that now. That price, anytime it got there, it rejected, got there, rejected, got there, rejected 3 times, and then this recently was when price went there, and as you can see, it did give us a fake out. If you did trade on Monday, or rather if you were watching the market on Monday, you did see that this was not really a move. Price just went up, and then it retested the whole move within about 5 hours, I think. So that was not really a move, it was just a fake out, as we would call it, or rather a spike, as others would call it. So my expectation now is for price to continue going down based on those reasons. This is an area of significance and resistance, and then the trend line over here. I'm expecting for price to drop maybe at least until these lows, and until then, there's nothing more, there's nothing less. But how can you take advantage of this move? Go to the downside, it's easy. Go to the daily time frame like I always do, and over here you look for structure, and yeah man, you just look for a pattern. Personally, I always look for a break retest pattern. That's how I trade, and that's how I've been trading. There is a trend line also that has been broken over here. This is clear and clean to understand. A trend line, we do have a trend line over here that just recently got broken. Maybe you trade the breakout strategy. You can, I don't know how you do it, but personally for me, it's a break and retest. And as you can see over here, we just recently broke this area of sensitivity over here. This was a resistance before price broke above, came back, supported from here, bought, and then now we are below that area, slightly below that area. If you can go to a smaller time frame, and even smaller time frame like the one I trade, the 15 minutes, you will notice that there's really an opportunity over there where you can take this trade from next week. I am targeting this area over here. Price gets back to that area, and then I'm looking for sales maybe to this low. The first target is this low, and then overall this is my target. Let's do like this. Overall, I am expecting for price to push all the way down, and maybe to this area over here, price to come down to that area. That's all I have for the week that is coming on this particular market. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on, US30, I am bullish on this particular market. Let's go to the monthly time frame so I can explain why. Usually how I trade is, I always explain this to people. Price for me always, I've seen this happen many times. Price will go from a support and push to a resistance. Price will come from a resistance and push to a support. So that's how price moves. It moves structure to structure. So as you can see, we did come from a support, and price was going up, and that was the reason why I was bullish on this market. But as you can see, currently we are at a level of significance, at an area of sensitivity over there, a resistance, and this is not just any other resistance. This is the highest this particular market has been. If you can look from your far left, this market has never been that high before, so we are back again to that area. So there's many things really that could happen. Looking at this current move to the upside, there's a lot of volume to the upside. However, because of this is a very significant area, we might see a rejection from that area coming to the downside. But in the meantime, because of this particular move, this bullish engulfing candlestick over here, I am still bullish on this market. And my reason why, or rather how you can trade this market, is go to a smaller time frame so I can explain better. On a smaller time frame, again, you look for structure. Structure is anything really that's suggesting that the market is about to go in the direction that you're anticipating. So as you can see over here, last week I did have this arrow over here drawn. I was expecting for price to come back to this support, and this is where I was going to look for buys, and as you can see, didn't get there. So my thing is, for me to take a sell on this market, it would need to come back over here, break this support on the retest, then I would sell it. But for the time being, since well it's over here, I'm still bullish, and if it can break above, obviously then I would look for a retest and then continuation to the upside. If it doesn't make sense, comment down below and I'll try to make it make more sense in the comment section. That's all I have for this particular market. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to the last instrument of the day. Again, on this one I am bullish, US100. Moving on to the monthly time frame, and as you can see, similar to US30, price moves from structure to structure. From a support, we should go to a resistance, and as you can see, we are again to that area of significance over there. And again, this is the highest that this particular market has been. Yeah, this is the highest it has been. Obviously, you can see it has never been that high ever since this market existed. So now you need to watch out for this area, because similar to US30, they could just reject and come back to these lows. But in the meantime, I am bullish because of this particular candlestick over here that engulfed the three candlesticks over here. So there's a lot of volume to the upside. It's very important to keep that in mind anytime you trade. So how can you take advantage of this move going to the upside? It's easy. Again, go to a smaller time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. And I will encourage you guys, I always say, if you're trading the US30 market and the US100, it's very important that you always trade on the 15-minute maximum and go to a smaller time frame, maybe 5 minutes for entries specifically, not for analysis. For entries, it's important to go for the maximum you go is 15 minutes and then the minimum you go is 1 minute. I say this because if you are trading on a very higher time frame, you might end up having a huge stop loss. For instance, let's say you were trading this daily time frame. Imagine how much you would have to risk just for one trade. Imagine, let's say I put this below this area over here. Look at these, man. Look at this move over here. That's it. That is a lot. Now, if you cannot afford this kind of risk on your trading account, I do encourage you to go in a smaller time frame. And if this doesn't make sense, again, comment down below and I will try to explain better what I mean by this. So as you can see, I am bullish on this market. And now my anticipation, because of this particular market at the moment, I do see we do come from a support over here. This was a resistance, price broke above, came back, support, and now we did create again a resistance on this area over here. My expectation is, if price can break above, my anticipation rather, price break above the resistance on the retest, I would like to buy. Or if price can come back down to this support, this is where we like to buy. But that's the thing, if you see that price is rejecting this area of resistance, just sell this market until this support. And if you see that price clearly broke above this resistance, await a retest and continue buying. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment something nice in the comment section, and yeah, man, let's meet next week, same time, same place. And I am out. I love you guys. Don't forget that. Thank you.